Hi guys. Hopefully at this point you have already watched the Amoeba Sisters Incomplete Codominance and Epistasis. And I want to clarify a couple of things. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is that I was taught that the best way to show that you're dealing with non-Mendelian genetics is to use only capital letters. In the video, she discusses that and how it's a convention. To me, it makes the most sense, and I want you to do this way, that we only use capital letters if we're showing non-Mendelian genetics. So capital letters only in the genotypes. Those alleles are all capital letters. That shows you that there's no dominant and no recessive, because remember, in Mendelian genetics, we have one allele that is able to mask the recessive allele, and that doesn't happen with incomplete dominance and codominance. So with incomplete dominance and codominance, we're looking at capital letters. And if there are two different capital letters, that's your slap in the face, if you will. That's your wake up. This is not Mendelian genetics. This is going to be different. So with incomplete dominance, neither of the alleles are dominant over each other. Neither of the alleles are dominant. And this is, I've got a new holder for to make my document camera, and it's really hard for me to see what's going on. So this is going to be a little rough today, but I want you to write this down. Neither of the alleles are dominant. Both alleles will be capital letters. Both the alleles will be capital letters, and the offspring are a blend. And I want you to remember B-L-I-N-C, because you would say that blink. And if you say it blink, you're going to go blend incomplete. Okay, blend incomplete. So here's an example that you're going to be working on for practice in a little bit, hopefully. Big R would be red. Big W would be white. So what would big R, big W be? If it's a blend of red and white, then big R, big W is going to be pink. Okay, with codominance. Co means together, and with codominance, let me move this up and over. Codominance neither of the alleles is dominant over the other, but both alleles will be capital letters, and the offspring are no longer a blend. You can see both traits in the offspring. So going back up here, let's put a number 1 here. This is true, okay? This is true. So we'll put a 1 and a 2 so you guys know you don't have to write that again. See above. Oops, let me move it down just a second. So here's 3. So here's our new 3. Our new 3 is the offspring show both traits. Just making sure I'm still taping. So the offspring show both traits. So for example, we have if it's incomplete dominance, we would have a RR red and a WW white. And RW is either going to be patchy or striped or spotted. Okay. And that's our start. Now, here's the next thing that I want to do. And again, there's lots of stuff out there if you need practice. So let me move this out of the way. And let me see if I can review Mendelian and non-Mendelian. Okay, so I'm going to have, and you guys know how good I am at art, I'm going to have a bluefish. See, it's a fish, honest. He's got a little, yeah, it's a fish. Okay, and I'm going to have a yellowfish. Okay, here's my yellowfish. And when I have Mendelian genetics, when I have Mendelian genetics, the let's say the blue fish is dominant over the yellow fish. So let's do this like this. I'm gonna make columns, 3 columns, and you're not gonna be able to see them very well. So 3 columns. So I'm gonna call this Mendelian, and I'm gonna go all the way down the Mendelian column because then I can show you the incomplete and the codominance. So we can compare these 3 things. And it's okay if you can't see this last column right now because who cares? I'm going to move it over. All right. So in Mendelian, we would have big B, or big B, little b. That's going to give us a bluefish. Okay. And then we're going to have little b. That's the only way to get a yellowfish. Okay, so we have complete dominance. And if we cross, say, big B, and little b, all offspring look like this. Okay, they're all blue. That's their phenotype. And big B, little b is their genotype. Oops, sorry. Good thing I'm recording this and you guys can replay and rewind and whatever. All right. Incomplete dominance. I'm going to move this over, make sure I can see it, because if I can see it, that means I hope you can see it. So in incomplete dominance, big B is going to be a bluefish. Okay. Big Y is going to be a yellowfish. In incomplete dominance, we're going to cross BB crossed with YY, and all the offspring, I don't know, are they all the same? Let's do a Punnett square real quick. So same thing that we've been doing. Boop, boop. BB, YY, BY. Oh, all offspring are BY, which means that's their genotype. And their phenotype is, you tell me, if incomplete is a blend, baby green. those babies are going to be green. Okay, with codominance, we're going to start out the same. Codominance, big B is blue. Big Y is yellow. Our cross is going to be big B crossed with big Y, and all offspring are going to look like this. So big B, big Y is their genotype, and their phenotype is blue and yellow striped, blue and yellow spots, but it's blue and yellow, and you can see the blue and the yellow. So blue and yellow patches, like cats have patches, dogs have patches, cows have patches, or stripes or spots. So it's really important that you be careful here, because again, remember, this is going to be a blend for incomplete, and this is going to be, you can see both for complete. And I think that's probably enough for this for right now.